The last human is a husk of a being, his cold body like a corpse, with sunken eyes and wrinkled leathery skin. The extinction event had turned the world into a wasteland of ash, devoid of life, save for the small pockets of humanity to survive, and the insects upon which they hunted for food. Even over time, as their tongue became a long-forgotten memory, the human race had amazingly clung on to life for some thousands of years after the event. The irradiated clouds which had poisoned the earth had ironically given them hope. Humans gained the ability to feel the warmth of life emanating from other living creatures. The warmth led them to food. The warmth led them to mates. The warmth gave them life. Nothing lasts forever. The kingdom of man was living on borrowed time. Over time, food became scarce, and birth rates plummeted. The human race was falling towards extinction once again. As the human threat dwindled, the insects flourished and evolved an appetite for humanity. Countless children were dragged kicking and screaming beneath the ash, never to be seen again. Slowly and surely, the warmth faded from the earth. The last human crawled for years, alone, dragging the rotten stubs of his legs behind him. He crawled through the ruins of humanity's past achievements. Edging ever closer to death, he crawled until finally he felt a prickling sensation under his skin, a flicker of heat calling for him from beyond the rolling plains of gray. His faded eyes lit up for the first time in so long, and he crawled towards the source. The warmth comforted him and beckoned him ever onward. After weeks, he reached a quiet valley in the wastes, where he saw a lone human huddled in the ash, a female. He thought of the beautiful, short future they would have together. The human race would eventually die with them, but he wouldn't be alone any longer. With haste, he crawled towards her as the heavenly warmth engulfed him. Her ash-covered chest heaved up and down with every pained breath. Her head shifted as he approached, and their eyes met. They held each other's gaze, her eyes filled with remorse. As death loomed above them, he reached his trembling hand out towards her. Without hesitation, she took his hand, and their fingers interlocked. They sat together in silence as the warmth of the entire human race surged through their touch. A circle of ash kicked up around the two humans, and the ground beneath them gave way. They tumbled into the pit without ever letting go. The dust cleared, and they saw the sunlight reflect off 8 black orbs above them. A massive, hairy leg emerged from the darkness before them, and many more followed. The lovers closed their eyes. The 2 last humans on Earth held each other tightly as the creature lunged towards them, and the warmth of humanity was snuffed out.